actually being social. Son of Arok. Now these get removed come Kata for some reason. Probably driven out by the driven out by the gnomes and whatnot. Not gnomes, the driven out by the goblins and whatnot. Though we never see anything that comes off them. So maybe they're all dead. Who knows? Sorry, I'm being social there, and I'm like, oh god. But yeah, there's those sea giants that I mentioned. Ooh, servant of Ararok. Wasn't it son? Maybe there's servants and sons. But on the northern side, there's a temple to him, and it's actually friendly. You can go in there and say hi, which we'll do so in a bit. But here is an semi-important character. He's a demon hunter, the only demon hunter in Warcraft in WoW Classic. The only demon hunter in WoW Classic that I remember anyway. And he's got 3 pets. Foulhounds.
Can I assist you?
Can you see the mortal? No, I did not think you could. Sighted but sightless. It is your gift and your curse.
Goodbye.
Ormus. He is a significant character. He takes place in 2 questions. The Warcraft, the classic question. Well, to my knowledge, it's only 2. He could be in Legion. He takes place in a very long question here in WoW Classic. Sorry, I'm still distracted. Like, oh god, I was being social. I didn't mess that up, did I? But, yeah, anyway, ignoring it. It's faded, it's fine. He is in a very long question in WoW Classic that I should go and do. Starts in blasted lands, bounces you around, sends you around the world, including to right here and up to get a Sharite crystal. And his part in this quest is very minor, but they enhance upon it. In Kata, they continue the quest chain, unlike in a lot of Kata quests which just rehash it, even when it's non-canon. Like, look at the quest that sends you into Ubers to kill Blackhand. Blackhand is dead by the time of Burn Crusade, but they still send you to kill him in Kata because they just didn't fancy updating Ubers. So they kind of clash the timelines a bit. Again, Blizzard being shit at games. But anyway, so he is involved in 2 questions. The You Are Reckless Demon question in Classic, and then the follow-up question in Kata, where he takes much more of a central role. Where, as you've already seen it, if you watch my Undead playthrough, and maybe an Alliance character playthrough, I can't remember who quested through Bastarlands at this point, but on the Undead side, you see us having to reconstruct his body, then resurrect him. He's been killed and then cut to pieces. You have to get the pieces back together, resurrect him, and then he imprisons Brekolesh inside his very flesh, because the demon was just going to keep resurrecting otherwise. The original questline ends on the idea of you permanently killing this demon, but since they made changes to the lore, apparently didn't work out. So there's also this cave here that's significant to the... Huh, it's actually just a straight drill. I thought this was different. Yeah, there's the Son of Ararok. Anyway. I'm an idiot. Anyway. But, yeah, I'll go over here, say hi to Hydraxis. We'll hydrate a bit. And then we'll head up north. So, Ashara was a zone that was never completed. Hold on. More socialness. Okay. Leave that one. So what was I saying? Yeah, Ashara was a zone that was never completed. Apparently it was just unfinished. If you think about it, to be fair, that's not unsurprising. Like, for base game WoW, look at all the zones they had to do. Ignore here. Um, this is much more in line with Warcraft's 3 depiction of the place, though this should be more elongated. Just stretch it out a little, and then do this. It's much more in line with Warcraft 3's depiction of Silvermoon and the Sunwell. The retail map puts Sunwell further up here and outside of the city of Silvermoon, which isn't accurate. But anyway, look at all the different zones. I click in here. All these different zones that that Blizz had to do stuff for the very first expansion, for the very first game, and then they had to do further raids and all this. And apparently, WoW, the way one article made it sound, WoW was the first MMO as quest heavy as it is. Early on, they didn't do many quests, but they did do a few, and they were very well received, so they started doing more and more. I'm not sure how true that is. I haven't played many MMOs before WoW. I know a lot of Eastern MMOs, like Korean and whatnot, were very grind heavy. I'm not sure if they had much questing. But, my head's blanking, sorry. Like, look at all these zones, look at all the quests that put into them, all the effort, then the raid content and its further development. You can't blame them for not being able to fully complete all of it. It's a shame, but it is what it is. If they did want to do New Game Plus content, they could come back and try and finish the zones, or Vanilla Plus content. They could come back and try and that should be it. Come back and try. Looks like the same landmass from down below. If they wanted to do Vanilla Plus content, they could come back and try and finish the stuff they never did before. Bring in classic Hydraxis. Bring in the Timber Mahal stuff. They could do stuff like that. Do what they never planned to do before. And then, well, do what they planned to do before but never got there. Could do something like that. I don't know. There is some questline going on apparently in some places where you talk to these like shadowy people, and it's like it's not just going to be a horde and alliance. There's another force. So maybe they're trying to do something there. I don't know. I would rather not engage level 55 elite. I know I was just saying like, oh, it's only level 56 elite, but I've learned my lesson, and doing it underwater doesn't sound great. Hydraxian Honor Guard. Lord Hydraxis speaks highly of you. My water is your water, friend. When you next go to the Molten Core, kill a fireword for me, will you? Perhaps you will tell me of your deeds, Gorik. I'll be honored to know them. I am Hydraxis, Duke of the Warlords. You are not an elemental, and so cannot understand our struggle. Perhaps we can strike a deal that will benefit us both. I'm not sure I ever got to talk to Hydraxis. I'm not sure I ever came out this way. And then Kata came out and removed so much. Buy water walking boots to make your life a little easier. I can get the Hydraxian coronation for a free. They do not stack. Bit of fire resist. Actually, look at that fucking cloak. Where's Discord? Silence the Discord. Oh, someone is gonna do a Zul'Gurub and Nixia run in 2 days. I would like to do Nixia, but I still have to do Blackwing. No, wait, you do Nixia for Blackwing Lair. Still need to do Ubers for Blackwing Lair and the Nixia. Okay, is there a cloak here that I can get? Okay, so there's a number of cloaks. Why is a rogue going for strength gear? I don't think it'll matter from the looks of it. It's dropping from Molten Core, so... It's a great cloak, though. Item level 71, 54 armor, 21 strength, 9 agility, 12 stamina. Guess we'll see the course. Kalfazad has been driven off. Poison water. A force of elemental scouts was sent to the eastern playlands of Lordaeron, and the disease at that place twisted and infected them. Warlords cannot allow this affront to our purity. Take this vial. In it is a quantity of one aspect of Neptune. If used on the plagued elementals, it will fight the poison within their bodies and cure them. But their inner conflict will drive them into a surging madness. Defeat the discordant surges and bring me their bracers of binding. We, the elementals of water, wage war with beings of the lesser elements, with those beings of the lesser elements. If you are truly our ally in this conflict, then show me your conviction. Far to the south, in the desert land of Siltus, the servants of air and rock scurry in a corner of rock. Air and earth scurry in a corner of rock named the Crystal Vale. They protect items of power from small beings, mortals, and although I do not know why they do this, I wish to follow their efforts. Go to the Crystal Vale and Siltus and defeat our enemies, then return to me. And I couldn't even get the other thing. But at the very least, I am now 100 fire resist. So, this is a little SOD bonus, being able to turn in signets to everyone. Didn't used to be able to. It used to only be to your faction. Which kind of makes sense, it's just a mercy feature. Oh yes, we swim north now. Might see about some food. Sometimes food helps with the acid. Other times, not so much. Meh. Finally. What the hell is this? 'Cause for a moment it looked like the fucking crusty crab. Oh, it's a wall. Okay. Probably better food from there anyway. So yeah, this is the temple of Arakak? I have no idea. We'll get closer and we'll see his name. And we'll get Chen's book. The note was wrong. Like again, there is beer bottles and barons or something for Hordes. If I ever go back to Loctimus, we'll see. So, Akarok. Yeah, that acid is really agitated today. I was fine for ages, then I was like, oh yeah, I was meant to be taking these acid tabs. Here, I'll take one. And then I suddenly started feeling sick with it again. and it's like full on surging again. Well, not full on surging, but it starts acting up again. And so now if I don't take the acid tabs, I'm in a bad way, and if I do take them in a less a bad way, but still not right. Depends on the day. I think it's because I want to do something. Like I want to go do the raid. I'm worse because of course. Arcan pincer. Arcan Muxwell. Huh, a lot of extra enemies here that I don't remember. Well, yeah, here's this place. Looks a lot like the temple in Darnassus. And yeah, the inside is completely different from what I remember. I remember there being like a central like pavilion that you could walk around, a central platform, and there's just none but sea giants in here. I do overlevel them, but I'm not sure how I am on the gear. Do I have enough gear for a lot of them? Okay, so these enemies can actually call for help. I'm not used to fishermen, or lobstermen queuing and crying. Wonder if it's only the class. They started clacking.
That spell is
Oh, major healing potion. Made back what I lost. But yeah, I don't remember this at all. I thought there was a bear guy at the back. It's a Murloc. I just remembered, like, I thought I remember a big circular room, big circular platform in the middle, and then sea giants. Friendly sea giants. Or at least neutral. You can talk to them. Or their boss. And like I could see that it was looking like the Darnassus thing from just even coming off. I think the reason why I don't remember all this is because when I came here, fair odds, was well over leveled at this point. So I could just saunter in past. We're also talking about many years ago. So it would have been during Rat, but pre-Kata. Toward Arok. I swear you could talk to him. But yeah, he's friendly.
I don't have a target.
Next to a small pool. I see it right there. Oh, I remember Seadrains being in here too. Whole weapon specialization. Chen's training manual. Okay. So we've done our journey for now. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the Sotis quest for now. I kind of want to go and do it, but it's just like time. You know what? Let's do it. It'll give me a chance to turn in the guy's satchel to get it the hell in my inventory. I'm so glad they didn't put like expiries on items in this game. Like imagine you log back in, all your herbs have rot away. Not even RuneScape was that mean. I feel sick. I'll head down in a mo, and once I get onto the flight path, I'll head down in a sec. I'll head down then and get some to eat. Hoping just some
It's too far away.
But yeah, I'm just hoping some food will help, because this is a bit rough.
I'm out of range.
I'll look it up later. Ooh, what's this? Patch of elemental water. Huh. But yeah, Shaw was a zone that they never finished, so it would be nice if they finished it. Added in the quest that should be here. Like say if they had that document still lying around somewhere. probably don't, in all honesty, but yeah. Then again, they may not have, like, depending on how far on designing they've come, they may have just, like, done up the area but don't have much actual even quests plotted out. Like, who knows how they, you know, went about it. Hour 14. It's interesting how the Naga have flipped social structures from their Night Elven origins. As Night Elves, it's the women that are frontline fighters, men are casters. Unless their casting brings them into being a melee combatant. Like the Druids. Druids are the bear. Huh? That's probably an SOZ thing. Okay, let's just run this way. So I'll get on the flight path, I'll leave, get something, I won't be getting much, and come back up. I'm just thinking some cream crackers if there are any. Just something small to tide me over. Could ease the gut. Find it burns more when I don't have food in there. And I'll then do the quest here. And after that, I'll probably head over to...
It's too far away.
Been chased into the boys' biome. But after that, I'll probably head back to the Playgons. Heartstorm, head back to the Playgons. Turn in the Shadow Doom quest thing I got. You know, the item off him. And then, head to... Blackrock Mountain. When I was saying about Legion, say like they should have done a follow-up expansion for Argus. Like, think of it this way. Imagine you do a, like, there's a huge Scourge invasion of the rest of the world. Huge Scourge invasion. And you fend it off, and immediately hit Icecrown Citadel. There's no real build-up to it, there's no nothing, you just, boom, I'm there. It's a bit too soon, you know? There's like a little bit of build-up, but not for, like, taking on artists. There needs to be more setup, more play with it. I think I have just two different icons for like the Spirit Healer there. But so yeah, there has to be more play with it. So they should have done the same thing. Just dedicated a whole expansion to Argus. It would be the first expansion they've ever done that like one leads directly into another. But then again, this current one, the War Within, is a three-part expansion. It's three expansions that are directly feeding into each other. So I guess that's I guess they're doing it now. Basically, they could have done it back in Legion, but they decided, no, we really needed a bad expansion. We did too well there. So anyway, fucking ass is repeating on me. I'm gonna go get some food. Hey folks, and I'm back. Let us continue. I'm being gone a while. I didn't mean to, but I was. Let's go turn this in. I started talking, and they kept going. Elder Bladesing. The stars of this time are bent and... Nope. Oh, it's the same old, same old. I was hoping they would all have their own different little thing to say, but no. Sorry, I've had like 10 cream crackers. I would wonder about, say... It would be interesting if they said, say, did... The different later on expansions of WoW have a different feel to the classic stuff. Imagine if they did the later on expansions, but trying to keep it more grounded to classic. Or say they did Burning Crusade, but didn't bring in all the Burning Crusade stuff, but did SOD equivalents, or that was the issue before. Was that Burning Crusade wouldn't fit with the runes of SOD. So, be interesting. It would be like just basically like, ooh, here's Rat the Lich King, but in classic. Would also be interesting. Still haven't found my bag. I should count my lucky stars, at least the poison's been cleansed. Yes, you brought my satchel back, and my rare reagents are all here. I'll be in your debt for a long time. And it was entirely forgotten. Thanks for finding my reagents. Oh, the poison's made me a bit tired. And then he forgets and it happens again in Kata. From the looks of it, I won't be able to get... I may get this done, but I won't get up to... Playgrounds. I need to go do that. Well, actually, if that's best in slot for me, the chest plate, I don't need the chest plate. Also, it seems like everyone's undone their soft reserves. Okay. I'll undo mine. Well, 2 people haven't. 1 person still soft reserving the elemental sharpening stone. But everyone else has. Not that there's many people doing it in the first place. But I don't need a chest plate if I have that, so. A small obsidian chunk. Oh, that's the new resource. I'd seen about obsidian, yeah. You know, I'm sad about this coming to an end. Like, I fell out of it. I was slow in getting into it, then I fell out of it because of sheer difficulty in getting groups and lack of group content. And SUD is going to be coming to an end soon. In all likelihood, this is going to be over soon. So that's going to be sad. It's also sad because it's also one of my most popular series on the channel. Like seriously, that one from earlier hit 1.2k, 1.3k, and it may still be going now. It's ridiculous. You can actually get Hydraxis and Waterlord rep by just killing these guys, like outside of the quest. It only lasts so long. It's a minor little like side tactic to Hydraxis. You know, like they have a focus of their organization, and this is a side gig. Since I stopped and talked for so long, I think I'm gonna have to give this a break. Wow. They're actually beating my ass. It's because every one of their hits is elemental. That's it. I'm too used to my armor being a I win button. I don't know why these are reversed, but I can't fix it because I would just get confused. I'm gonna head back and get ready for the raid. One thing I'll get ready right now is this. I'm not centered enough. Oh, people actually bought those vials? Like, Jesus. I was just trying to offload them, and they're probably ridiculously overpriced. I think it was like 75 a piece. Yeah, they really needed to sort that better. They're still doing it. God damn it. I'm just putting these up here because it's faster than trying to go in manually. I need to put some up to auction. I need to vendor some. I'll just auction both. Yeah, if I can make some money off it, I do not care. Yeah, Dark Iron Scraps is definitely new. I remember gathering them before in retail, but that was obviously post Nax. But yeah, apparently they do have future plans for SOD. I'm looking forward to them. Hopefully they're good. War of Elements. I remember that being significant. I think I'm going to throw some stuff in the bank.
Greetings. For the Alliance. Well,
Gonna go do Strat.
go with honor, friend.
So,
Open for business. Farewell.
I thought the raid was in 10 minutes, but it's actually an hour's time. Seems this 7 o'clock thing on the Discord was fitted for GMT.
What can I do for you? Lightning.
Okay, 1, 2. I think I'm gonna actually stop here for a mo, and I'll be back in a sec. Just let this fight pass. Also helps with me feeling sick. Part of me wonders like how much the classic feel is just in my head. You know, there is definitely a different feel to classic WoW than modern WoW, but like in the actual quests and content, is there much difference, or is it simply the convenience of the modern game giving a different feel to it? I don't know, like the flying mounts, and the different character power. How like most elites aren't that difficult anymore, at least in up to what I played. A lot of elites can just be sold. Remember, first one I could pull that off with was the guy in Burning Crusade. Though that felt like an achievement. So it's just, I was thinking, like, you know, if they did try, you know, imagine, like, Burning Crusade, but classic feel. Rat of Lich King classic feel. How would that even work? You know, like, as in, like, oh, here's Kata, but, you know, we try and keep it in vein of WoW classic. How would that even work? What would that even entail? Yeah. Thorium. Hydraxis. It's a shame they did nothing with the Wild Hammer. Like, the Timber Maul got more love than the Wild Hammer did. The Wild Hammer did nothing. They were a faction with no quests, no, like, faction quests, no rep awards. I'm not sure if you even got an achievement for it. No acknowledgement. There may have been a Wildhammer faction in Kata? Maybe? But they were nothing, you know? There was nothing for this. There was the Zandalar tribe and they did more. They got a rep faction and a raid. Darkmoon Fair is Darkmoon Fair. It's just a side thing. Cenarian Circle has its own rep faction and raid. Broodnose Domu is tied in with one of the grander quests in all of WoW. Bloodsoul Buccaneers was never meant to be much. Though I suppose they could have been grander, given the sworn enemies of Booty Bay. Argent Dawn's the Argent fucking Dawn. The Goblin Cartels are a side faction, but, you know, I suppose the Wildhammer Clan isn't that grand. But it's a faction with so little to it, you know? It seems just so disappointing. Especially with some people like, oh, if we grind this up now, we'll get a huge reward later on, and they got nothing. I think that's kind of motivating it. Oh, Troll's best voiceover with the voiceover mod. There's a mod for that. I remember Belluer was looking to do like a fan-made revamp of the old zones with like voiceovers and different control scheme. Blizzard told him to knock it off, probably because, like, damn it, you're embarrassing us. But, but yeah. Yeah, I hope this isn't over post-Nax. It'll be nice, you know, to have a bit more. But we're gonna go run Showa. It's not quite strat as I'd hoped, but we're gonna run Showa. When is goddamn... Okay, Nax is open tomorrow. I thought it was firstly, I didn't realize it was the 5th. I thought it was the 7th, and I thought Nax was already open. Maybe that's America. I didn't drop the... Seems I did. Huh. Well, that's annoying. Oh. There we go.
Hey there. Have a good one.
Need help? Be careful.
Welcome. Keep your feet on the ground.
King's
For the
honor.
Alliance.
For the Alliance. Go with honor, friend.
Pleased to meet you. Very well then. Hey. Off and away.
You got my attention. See you soon. What can I do for you? Be careful now.
God, I have no idea who I turned this into.
Looking for something specific?
How are
Later.
you? Hey, good.
Light be with you. Be careful.
Hello. Be careful.
Alright. We'll forget that, so fly over to Eastern.
How are you?
Safe travel.
Wait to rest. I'm not seeing anyone over there. Near the graveyard. No wonder.